Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I planted a camellia in a pot and I'm going to try to train its branches. I'm not sure how this will go. Camellias grow really good where I live on the coast, but I don't usually see them in pots, and I did read that they get root rot very easily, so we'll see how it does in a pot. Its roots are coming over. We'll see how he does in a pot. I'm a little worried with our rain in the winter that it might just rot in a pot. So it's kind of an experiment, but we'll see. My idea was to kind of train him. Now this guy gets kind of big, so I don't know how long he would last in this pot anyways. Here's the name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but it's a Camellia Japonica. And I mean, I couldn't resist the blooms. They said it has peony-like blooms. Beautiful. But it does get 15 feet tall and wide, spaced 10 to 20 feet apart, moist, fertile soil, blooms in the fall, hardy, 10 to 20 Fahrenheit, prune after flowering or during summer, remove dead or weak wood, feed in autumn with fertilizer and acid-loving plants. So I planted him. Don't mind my cat crying in the background. I planted him. I mixed it with potting soil. This is what we have at our stores, and it's just kind of the whatever garden bloom potting soil. But I did add in here, I'll show you, I added the acid planting mix, great for azaleas, camellias, rhododendrons, and other acid-loving shade plants. So he's got a little of that mixed in with some potting soil, just kind of what I had left in the bag. And I think I'm gonna have to get some more hooks and I'll hook him up more against the fence. I just did 2 on this side and I did 1 on that, and I was going to tie it up with string, but his branches are so flexible right now that it just kind of twisted, which looks better than having string hanging off. So we'll see how this goes. If he starts looking real bad, then I'll just put it in the ground somewhere. We'll see. But the nice thing about camellias is in the late fall, early winter, when nothing else is blooming and all the deciduous plants have lost their leaves, there's something to look out the window and see blooms on. So camellias are a nice plant for the dreary days. And it's evergreen, so I'll have some green out here. And then on the other side, I also had this, star jasmine. And he's starting to get new shoots. I know he doesn't look too great right now, but it is actually getting new growth and some little kind of flowers. And we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping that guy and this guy will just kind of give me some more privacy against the fence, because I do have another house right there. Some daffodils and pull my begonia bulbs. And so I'm hoping it'll help with the privacy. So now I'm going to go plant Alright, so these are the daffodils that I have to plant. This guy I got at Costco, and it was I think it was like $15. I want to say it was somewhere around there. And then this is 30 bulbs that I got at Walmart for $11.97. And this one has a mix of the 2. And this is the same as those. I think they're the same, yeah. And then it's the same over here. And on the back, I believe it tells you. So these ones, it says, you can see, blooms mid-spring, 6 inches, depth 6 inches, height 18 inches, I'm sorry. This one's a little shorter at 12 inches. They both are the same mid-spring. So these ones I already planted in the ground. So the bag in here I have, it should be 25 of these yellow ones. Unsurpassable, I believe is the name. And then I have these guys. And so what I need to do is I need to pull my begonias, and I save my begonias in paper bags over the winter, and then I replant them. And I got these guys that I'm going to pull, and then I'll put the daffodils in those for spring. And then I also have a begonia here, need to pull, begonia here, and one up here, which I don't know if I'll get to today or not, but I'll definitely do the ones in the pots. And then I'll show you over here from the stairs over. This is just all full of daffodils, and every year I add another bag so that in the spring there's something cheerful to look at out the window. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna start with the begonias. So these are the daffodils that I got pulled. This guy here, he's a monster. And I've had him for a long time. I tried to get them, see how soft he is. I tried to get them before it starts raining too much, because they rot real easy. He kind of feels soft. What I usually do, there is one, so this guy, I think this guy might be a goner. He looks kind of rotten in there. what I do is I will let them dry and get as much dirt off as I can, and then I store them in a paper bag. And then this guy's looking kind of weird too. Spring, I take them out and they'll have a bunch of new growth on the top here. And I just put them in the dirt and they do their thing. It's just getting them out of the ground before they get too wet and rot, because we get a lot of rain here. So I still have 2 pots to go on the begonias, but I think I'm gonna stop the begonias with that. And I'm gonna go get rid of this soil and get some new stuff. And then I will plant up my daffodils. Okay, since there's not much to show with planting these, it's just putting the bulbs in the dirt. I wanted to show you guys just how big they were, to give you an idea. So here's one, and we'll go through here. I'm gonna move this out of the way. This one's got 2. So they're decent size. I mean, some of them, that one looks a little moldy. But most of these look pretty decent. If you look in here, I mean, they're pretty good size. So these are the ones from Costco. And the one from Walmart, these are 2 different varieties now. The one from Walmart, hold on one moment. So these are the ones from Walmart. I don't want to take them out and get them confused here, but they're definitely a lot smaller compared to. And the ones that I got from Costco that were in that bag that were the same as these, they were also double in size. So, I mean, I would definitely say the ones from Costco are a lot bigger. I'm probably just gonna mix, and they all look fine now. I mean, they're not as large. Definitely not as large. I'll probably mix the 2, the yellows. Let's see, it's these 2 varieties, so I'll probably just mix them just like that in the pots. And I think that yellow is gonna look really pretty in those blue pots. So, I think that's gonna be the end of my video, because like I said, all I'm gonna do is bury these exactly as it says on the package here, 14 to, let's see, it says 2 to 6 inches down. So I'm just gonna plant them. There's nothing to see. It's just put them in a hole. So that'll be it for my video, and come spring, I will be sure to show you guys how beautiful they are. Thank you for watching.